overcast Orpington for the Under-19 Division 1 South game between the Kent Exiles and the London Warriors. As you can see, oh, let me just tighten that up a bit. The teams are just out, the captains are just out for a coin toss. And then obviously we'll know who's kicking off and who's returning in the first and second halves. These two teams are really evenly matched. I've had a look at the league table. They're right next to each other in the league. I think it's the Warriors have got a 1-1-1 record, and the Exiles have got a 2-2. And I think we're in for a really competitive game. Hopefully, I think this is going to be either a shootout or a stalemate. And it looks like the Exiles are going to kick to the right as we're looking, so left to right. That's exactly right. So that I don't know if you probably can't pick the ref up, but the Warriors will receive. The Exiles did win the toss, and they'll take the. So yeah, let's see what's going on. This is really exciting stuff. I think we're watching. It's not a standard format here. It isn't not the normal 11-a-side. This is a 9-a-side version of the game. I hope I'm right in saying 9, and it's not 7. Yeah, so that what you'll see is fewer down linemen when we get into the actual gameplay, and you'll see a lot of space on special teams because there's fewer players, but it's still played on a full-size pitch. Oh, let me zoom out a little bit. If you and you want to shout out a player or a team or show your support, tell us where you're watching from. I do keep an eye on all of the comments. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name's Steve, and I'll be your commentator slash producer slash cameraman. I'm a one-man band here today, but I've got good equipment, and hopefully we'll get through this together. But yeah, if you do have any questions, you know, you're watching the game and you hear me say something or you see something that you don't understand, just ask in the comments, and I'm more than happy to explain. We understand that we get, especially at this level, this is an under-19s team, so a lot of 16, 17 and 18-year-olds. We get a lot of friends and family that watch that don't really know the game, so more than happy to sort of help ease you into that process. Here we go, so we're getting ready here for the opening kickoff. Number 44 from the Exiles, ready to kick. That's Calvin Clark. Kicks the ball probably about 15-20 yards, picked up by number 2 from the Warriors, and he's swallowed up straight away, but he's still fighting on his feet. And the last man to take him down, number 37 for the Exiles. So I've got the team numbers in front of me, but they're not in number order, so I'm doing my best to scan around and see. That's Jamie Wynne-Stanley. I don't have a roster list for the London Warriors. That's not unusual at this level. Under 19s, you've got you know, two of the 3 ages are considered children. They've got safeguarding rules, and sometimes they prefer not to provide the roster sheets and not provide the name. So I'll be reading out numbers, obviously, of the London Warriors. But if you're wondering why, that's the reason. The ball snapped, handed off. Number 5, the quarterback, the running back here, I think he's number 1, is eventually brought down by a few different Exiles players. We'll see how far he got. He looks like he made some very good yardage there and may well have got a first down. Yep, the referee on the side is signalling there, you can see. Signalling to the left as we look at him to say first down, and then he was waving on the guys to make sure that they put the down markers in the correct place. So we're now 1st and 10 again, and you can see three linemen, right? So you'll have a lineman in the middle, he's the centre, snap the ball to number 5, the quarterback. And then they've got a tight end, so a 4th lineman on the left. This player's eligible to catch a ball as well. Number 14 there on the sweep end around. He goes the opposite side of his blocker, and it sort of gave the Exiles the opportunity to come and tackle him there. I think if he'd have followed his blocker on that inside seam and not run around him, he might have got a few more yards, but still, great little play there. Two running plays back to back for the Warriors, and that brings up about 2nd down and about 5. It's hard to really tell exactly at this angle, but that's what I think's going on. Right, so we're 2nd down and 6, it looks like. Ball snapped, handed off again, another run to number 1. This time he goes up the middle. I don't think he actually beat anyone, but he managed to sort of take them with him. Stiff-armed, people were grabbing him, and he just kept his legs pumping. Does pick up the 1st down. Look, you can see the ref. Oh, I tried to get him in shot. I'll try better next time, but yeah. The down markers have moved along again, bringing up a fresh set of downs, so it's 1st and 10. So the Warriors doing a very good job of charging down the field on this first drive. Always important for teams to establish themselves. Oh, I haven't got my scorecard on a scoreboard up. Let me put that up. There you go. Hopefully you guys can see the scoreboard now. Apologies, I didn't have it, but it's 0-0. This is the opening drive of the game, but also for the Warriors. And handoff again to number 1. This time he goes to the right, but number 8 from of the Exiles. I think he was the defensive end. Really comes off of his block, grabs hold of the running back and brings him down. That's Kobe Nowaki on the tackle there. Great play from him. I think the Warriors lost. Yeah, they lost about 4 or 5 yards on that play. You can see the down marker there. So this brings up 2nd and 15, 14. Ball handed off once again. It's just that every single play has been a run for the Warriors here. So I think it was number 1. Yes, it was. It was number 1. He's taken, I think, probably about 80% of their plays have gone through him so far, and gets about 5 yards out of the play. So this is our first 3rd and long situation for the Warriors, and be interesting to see what they do. Do they go for the first pass? Is this the first time they're going to pass? Because you'd imagine at this field position, they'd take the opportunity to punt. Yep, here we go. So they are going to pass. The QB rolls around to the left. He is getting closed down, but he's taking his time. And it's just a little bit overthrown to his receiver. He was trying to get his receiver to cut back to the left, to the right, it looked like, with his hand signals. Often quarterbacks will hold the ball in one hand and then signal with the other. It looked like he was trying to push him to go back. Just been told, number 14 for the Warriors used to play for the Exiles and left at the start of the season. And then Emma has said, my son is number 75, Alfie Parslow. Thanks, Emma. Good luck to Alfie. So the first 4th down, and these guys are going for it. So as opposed to punting for it and maybe getting that little bit of extra yardage on the series, these guys are going for it. It is a pass. Ball's in the air. Intended receiver. I believe that was underthrown, but there is a flag. So let's see what the referees have got to say. I will do my best to follow the referees today. I've spoke to the white cap ref beforehand. I didn't get his name, but he said he's going to try and make sure he looks at us when he makes his calls, and hopefully they're nice and loud. So let's see. So I don't know if that came up on the mic, but there was an ineligible receiver downfield. So the lineman can't move, I think it's beyond 2 yards, until a ball's thrown. And that's what happened. Because the penalty was on the Warriors, the Exiles declined it. So they didn't take the penalty, and then that because the result of the play was them turning the ball over, that was the 4th down. So it's now the Exiles with the ball on offense. Yeah, really exciting to see what they do. So they managed, a very low snap there, bobbled. The running back, picks it up, and he's hit quite deep in the backfield. It looks to be a loss of around 9 yards from where the referee's standing, just to show you on the sideline there. There he is with his hand up. So that's where the ball will will start for second down, and you know there's the other two markers, so it's probably about 15, 16 yards. Not an ideal start, and all from an errant snap that sort of bobbled across the floor. So maybe some early nerves, we'll see. But the Trash Mobile player has said, "Come on, Nathan." So thank you for that. Right, so here we go again. QB is number 89. I will get his number. He's aired the ball out here early on, and sort of overthrown. His intended receiver was number 80. So let me just get these. Let's start putting some names to. Names to numbers here. So 89 is Jack Sanctuary. He would be the receiver, the running back. Oh my goodness, the quarterback today. And just waiting for. Did I get that number wrong? Yes, no, that's right, 89. Yeah, so they're back now for the next play. Thrown ball, lovely big hit to end it there from number 25 from the Exiles, who I believe is the running back, Samuel Crabb. Yeah, so both opening drives ending on a with a turnover, one through interception, one just through turnover on downs. But so we're still 0-0 here in the first quarter, and the Warriors have got the ball for their second series, and it's really tough to tell that it's around the 30-yard line, so they're deep, well, fairly deep into Exiles territory to start this time. So yeah, be interesting to see if this drive does end in a score. Ball snapped, handed off to number 1. Looked like that he sort of took a misstep there because there was a slight collision with the quarterback, but not too much. Ball was managed to be handed off and run. Good for a couple of yards. Ball snapped and it's on. It's in another errant snap. The QB just plays it safe and dives on it. We see these every single game. Every game, both the under-19 and the adult level, at least a couple of times a game we will see errant snaps, and we've seen 2 early in this game in the first quarter already. I did notice a couple of errant snaps with the Warriors in the warm-ups, but they were on punts. But anyway, we bring up 3rd and long, so it's 3rd down and about 20. Let's see what's going on. Ball snap, nice, really lovely snap here. QB's got plenty of time to look up. He uses his feet, keeps the ball. He does keep the ball on the inside. Should have really switched that to the outside of his body, but that's more me being a coach than anything else. But nice run, you know. Not quite not first down yardage, brings up 4th down and around 7. So big gain there, but not enough for the to get them out of trouble here. Obviously as before, they're gonna go for it on 4th down. So if they essentially, what that means is if they don't go 7 yards now or longer, the ball will be given back to the Exiles. Harvey saying that the Exiles are missing a lot of players. Thanks for letting us know, Harvey. Right, here we go. So we've got 2 wide receivers out wide to the right, 1 to the left. Pressure on the QB, and he throws the ball. It looks like the ref also threw a flag. Ball is caught and completed for a first down, but there are a couple of flags on the field. So let's wait and see what the referees say until we find him, and we'll see if this one's coming back. So it's number 50, and I think he was the one that was the ineligible man downfield. This time it's a different penalty for him, which is holding. Quite a common penalty in American football. What that means is the ball gets marched back 10 yards, and it's now 4th down and around 15 again. Let me just zoom out a little bit. You can sort of see where the down marker is. So the referee just on the right there next to the person with the high vis, and then the person on the far left with the high vis is where the ball's got to go to. So that's where the ball's starting, and this is where and that's where it's got to go. So it's roughly around 15, 16 yards. So QB takes the ball, drops back, rolls out to the right, which is good because that's his pass inside, lofts the ball in the air. I think it hit the hands of a receiver, but certainly wasn't a clean route or most likely an intended route with the QB being rushed out. But here we go, turnover on downs. The ball is around the Exiles 37, 38 yard line. So, straight snap to the running back there, number 25, like a wildcat play. Defensive lineman from the Warriors, number 47, brings him down, but he looks good for first down yardage. There is a flag on the field, most likely a hold from where the flag is. Let's see what the referee's got to say. Oh, there he is, sorry. It is a hold. You should have heard that quite clearly, really nicely announced by the referee there for us. So a holding play on the Exiles. Ball is marched back 10 yards, and it will be, and it's still first down. I don't know that they've done that right. Maybe they have. I didn't think it would be from the end of the play. I thought it would be from the original spot. Anyway, let's see. It looks like a run up the middle here. Yeah, it is. Lots of congestion, lots of players involved. The entire London Warriors side is involved in this little scrum. Really good fun. There's a little bit of arguing and shouting, but it's all good. Nice power running and really good from both teams there to get involved. Oh, here we go. We got some spam comment, ridiculous. Let me just get rid of it. So we're second down and around 7 yards now. I can't even see the ball, but it's pitched out to the running back. Lovely hit by number 2. Number 2 is he's made himself known in this game so far with his tackling, hitting, and also getting the interception for the London Warriors. But ends the play, but it doesn't stop the march downfield for the Exiles as they set up a new set of downs on roughly the 40. Oh, sorry, it will be the. Because it's a 90-yard field, it's probably about 36-yard line of the London Warriors. So they're in London Warrior territory now, which is really good. Hopefully we can see them capitalise on this. Number 89, quarterback under centre, and the jumps offside. You'll notice number 65 there for London Warriors. A little bit too keen and gives up 5 yards. Ooh. Okay, so it was actually an illegal shift on the Exiles, which I didn't foresee, and neither did either sideline. But the ball gets marched back 5 yards. It's still first down, so it's 1st and 15 for the Exiles, and they go again. Number 89 under centre, and hands the ball off to number 25, and he looks good for almost first down yardage there. Oh no, sorry, that's the first marker, so he's good for about 5 yards. Let's see where they mark it. So I'm switching between looking for a lens and looking on the field. So yeah, sorry, no, it's going to bring up second down in around 8 yards. So Exiles in a tight formation with a single receiver out. Pitch it out this side again to their running back number 25. Number 2 for the Warriors on it again. He's having a hell of a game so far, defensively. So let me just put some names again to these numbers. So it's Jack Sanctuary is the quarterback, number 89, and number 25 is Samuel Crabb. So QB drops back and he throws it, but it's tipped. It looks like they're saying it's a live ball, so maybe it was batted out of his hands rather than thrown. I really couldn't tell. It looks like someone's hurt. I'm just going to pan away. We don't want to film anyone that's injured. But yeah, there's a young lad. He's limping, but he's coming off. So good to see that he's okay. Quite annoyed with himself. Cool, let me just pan back now. Referee's having a conversation about really what happened at the end of that play, so we'll see if indeed it was the QB had already started throwing the ball, as if it was forward motion then knocked out of his hand. It won't be a fumble. So 4th down at the 39-yard line, and it's also end of quarter. So we end the first quarter with the Exiles on 0 and the Warriors on 0. Let me just update the old scoreboard here, show that it's quarter 2. I usually forget this. So they'll just change ends, take a couple of minutes to do so. As I said, guys, if anyone watching, if you've got any questions, about the game or any of the rules, then just let me know. I'm quite content having my best guess at telling you what's going on. I think at a surface level, I'm pretty handy, but if we get a bit too technical, I'll just defer. But yeah, here we go. So that's now 4th down, 4th and long, probably about 13 yards, 4th and 13. 89 Sanctuary is now back in the shotgun position with Crabb next to him. But I'd imagine this one's more likely to be a passing play. They've got 2 wide receivers out. QB looks immediately, that doesn't come out of his hand properly. Oh, that was a bit of a clatter there. The receiver did really well. Number 17 did extremely well there. This is Onis Conan Bani. So Bani did really well there to actually adjust and run across to ensure that, essentially they didn't get an interception or he caught the ball. So a little bit of a collision, but both players looking at the ball, so that's legal. So someone's asked who number 28 is on defense. I can't, and if you mean by defense the Warriors defense, I don't have names for numbers. Is the guy injured on? No, I haven't seen him. No, I can see him on the sideline being tended to. It looks like he might be taking his pads off. Sorry, let me just get back to the game. Here we go. So QB number 5 is back out. Number 1 reels out the background. Pressure on the QB. He has to roll out to his left. Unlikely to pass from there, just being a right-handed QB. If you're booting out to the left at a certain angle, it's almost impossible to throw off that back foot. Right, so that brings up, it got about 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. QB in the backfield, 2 receivers out to the right here, 1 out to the left. QB looks left, likes what he sees, throws the ball, airs it out. It touches the hands. It may even touch both hands of the intended receiver, number 11 there. And he's kicking himself. You can see he's whacking his helmet. I think he feels that he should have brought that in. Probably right, really. That was a really lovely thrown ball, really well executed play, and just couldn't bring it in, unfortunately. Okay, so we're now 3rd and 6. Warriors back out here, same formation as before. Hand the ball off in the backfield to number 1. He's swallowed up immediately by the D line. Leading that tackle was number 56 for the Exiles, who I can't find on my sheet. No, I can't find a 56. I hope I read that number. Yeah, I did. I can see him there. There he is. Harvey Banner. Good play by him. Quite a big dude. So it's number 78 for under 19s. So that brings up. They did gain yardage there, but it's 4th and about 3 yards here. Now QB drops back to pass. He rolls around to his pass inside. Ball is in the air. And it is caught by number 16, right in front of me. Apologies for the angle there. I'll try and zoom out a little bit, but yeah, really nice throw and catch there on very short yardage play. Brings up 1st and 10 from the Kent 14-yard line.
Switch on there, D. Switch on. Here comes the run.
Play a line and play a box.
Diablo.
Calvin, fix your right.
So Warriors out for 1st and 10.
Hey, leave him.
They've got 2 receivers out to the right, 1 out to the left, and a single running back. Ball snapped. QB looks immediately to his left for a pass. 56 again. Banner with a lovely tackle in the backfield. They lose a few yards, brings up 2nd and 12 or 13. So QB, oh, it looks like there's probably a delay of game here. Oh, shit. So referee confirming there the delay of game penalty, 5 yards. So ball gets marched back out of the red zone for the Warriors, and it's still 2nd down. QB hands it off up the middle. No, I think it's number 20. Yeah. Number 26. Fantastic play there from number 58 from the Exiles to stifle that run. Nice, out wide, outside of the box, and just stops him in his tracks. Is Anthony Sims with that tackle. Oh, I've got a ref in front of me. I'm going to try and move a little bit. Let's see how we do. The referees have got to stand in line with the ball, so sometimes this will happen.
Diablo.
So QB drops back, looks to his left, boots out to his left. He's got a drop on his back foot, throws it over the middle, and all for nothing. Very risky play there from the quarterback. I'm sure his coach will be telling him. That brings up 4th down, and probably about 14 from the 20-yard line. So let's see. The last time the Warriors were in a 4th down situation, they had short yardage and they did a very long play. Let's see if they can convert this one.
Switch on, D. Watch the ball.
Let's go, D.
Player was offside. They fumbled the ball and they're going to sack him, but it's going to be for nothing because he was Exiles player was massively offside lined up in the neutral zone. We'll just wait for the referee to confirm.
Switch on there, D.
So ball is. Oh, let's wait for the referee. So they get 5 yards. It's still 4th down. It puts them back into the red zone. Oh no, they'd already got back into the red zone. Pardon me, but they're around. They're looking at around the 14-yard line.
Switch on there, D.
And they've got 10 yards to go.
Up on your tackles.
So it looks like they're going to once again go for it. The Warriors. Oh, sorry, that's an awful angle there. The Warriors are again going to go for it on 4th down. Single back, two receivers out wide to the right, one to the left. Ball is snapped high but handled nicely by the QB. Looks down his receiver and completes to him. It's a touchdown. So they actually score on 4th and long. First points on the board. Yeah, it now brings up the point after. Warriors doing really well here to perform under pressure. There's been a couple of times where they've, the Exiles have just almost stopped them, but they keep extending the play. Let me just update the scoreboard here.
Zero.
So they're going for 2 points here. So effectively, they got to take the ball 3 yards. Ball is snapped, given to number 15. Number 15 still up, but he's overpowered here, and the attempt is no good, as you'll just see the referee confirm. So score will stay. We're in the second quarter. Score will stay at 6-0 to the London Warriors, and the London Warriors will kick off to the Kent Exiles, and we'll see what happens. Sorry, the referee did make an announcement just then, but there's a lot of noise around me, so I didn't quite get it. I think he was just announcing the amount of time left, but I didn't get it. Apologies. We've got some support here for the Warriors. Of course, after a touchdown, you can expect it. We've got some Spanish in the chat. I can't post it, guys. I don't know what it's saying. I know a little bit, but not enough. But here we go. Getting ready now. Two receivers, or 2 returners back for Kent. And number 13, I think it is, about to kick off for the Warriors. Zoom back a bit. We'll catch more of it. Ball kicked down, you can see it's just being fielded. Lovely caught, run. Seems like the player's name's Jack, with some supporters behind me. And a really nice return, when it comes to kick returns, there's always this rule of thumb of trying to get it past the 20, because if you took a touchback, the ball would be at the 20-yard line, so you want to do better than the touchback, and that's certainly what happened here. Ball is now at the 30-yard line, the Kent 30-yard line. So they're in their own territory as we start this next series in the 3rd quarter. Oh yeah, 89, it is the QB. Tom Harvey's just saying that's our QB, yeah. Not often you see a QB returning the ball. Good to see. That's why I love under-19 football. Oh. So that I don't know if you heard it, but that was too many men on the field or on the play, offense. So the ball gets marched back towards the Exiles' own end zone, the one that they're defending, and we restart the play, so it's 1st and 15. Ball handed off right at the middle. That's that same combination that we keep seeing, Sanctuary to Crab, and it's another Sanctuary to Crab run as he bursts through, and is good for probably about 4 yards.
Let's go offense.
Yeah, someone's asked Diogo, hopefully I've said your name correctly, what time the game ends. Probably about an hour and a half from now. Ball snapped, QB looks up, oh, look. 99, the intended receiver. Looks like he got his hands to the ball, William Reeve, and sort of brought it in, but yeah, he was uncontested. So yeah, a bit of a shame. I think the coaches there would have really sort of seen that as a guaranteed reception. Harvey said, going to be quick with all these runs. Yeah, obviously running plays don't. I mean, the clock continues to run. If there's an incomplete pass or the ball goes out of bounds, then the play clock stops. So when you see a lot of running plays, the games are typically shorter. That looked like offside. Maybe it wasn't. Ah, there's a flag. Okay, let's see what this flag's about. Just wait for the referee here. Looks like a legal procedure, maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Right. So it looks like what they're calling here is like it's 3rd down, and it looks like there was an early snap, like they sent a snap the ball early. No one else moved, but the defense obviously went for it because they can as soon as that ball moves. Cool. I don't know if you heard that, your boy Zeno, but there's 6 minutes and 9 seconds left in the half. And there's a timeout now, so timeout just called by Kent, it seems. It'd be nice to see, because I think the difference between the two teams in terms of gameplay has been that the Exiles haven't done the deeper passing. They have done some passing, but not. I think they're sort of maybe once bitten, twice shy with that initial interception on the second or third play. But I'd say that's sort of a big difference in gameplay at the moment for the two sides. There's still a very, very winnable match either way. So we're now 3rd and 16. QB under centre, drops back, looks to the left. 46 goes to tackle him, but gets brought down. Number 13 and number 47 eventually bring the QB down out wide for maybe a 2-yard gain. Calls of punt from the Kent sideline. So on this 4th and long play, we're expecting to see a punt. It could be a fake. Who knows? Everyone loves a fake punt, but no one likes doing it. But no one does them. But I suppose no coach likes them. Spectators love a fake punt, particularly me. So let me just zoom back a little bit here so you can see the punter. I can't see his number. He's basically side onto me. Ooh. So another timeout called here. So that's another timeout from Kent. Looked like there was an extra man on the field. Yeah, I don't know who's punting for Kent. I'll let you know as soon as I can see his number. Oh, 99. And the guy that just, William Reeve, the guy that sort of tried to bring the ball in one hand. Right, they're all set. Whistle's blown. Nice snap. Clean punt off. They're staying away from the sidelines as the ball goes out of bounds. We'll see where it gets marked. I was taking a drink of water. Quite parched. It's all good, I'm back in the game now. So we get ready to see, again, really a relatively short field for the Warriors. I think that's something that needs to be addressed for the Exiles here. They need to give the Warriors worse starting position than they have been. Anyway, 3 down linemen, 2 receivers out wide right for the Warriors, 1 back and 1 receiver out left. Standard formation that they've been running. Handoff to the running back. I think it's number 26. I can't quite see yet. Yeah, it is number 26, running back for the Warriors. He's good for a good 5 yards. Nice play, really nice play to start off a drive. So exact same formation again for the Warriors with two receivers out wide right, 1 left. QB looks immediately to his left, drops back. He's under a lot of pressure here. He's tackled from behind by number 8 of the Kent Exiles. Kobe called Kobe's name out, so he's certainly pumped up with the way he got up and was celebrating. It's good to see. Everyone likes the enthusiasm, but they under Warriors. So again, same formation. 2 receivers out to the right. QB in the backfield. He does look to his left, but he's immediately under pressure again. Back to back big plays there from Kobe Nowaki. Fantastic stuff. He's just sacked the QB twice in a row on the same series. Amazing stuff. So that brings up 4th and very long, probably about 20 yards it looks like. So they are going to punt. This will hopefully put the Kent Exiles in a better starting position than they have been, and maybe start to win this territory game that that the Warriors up until now have really been winning. So number 5 for, yeah, that's clever, mate. Number 5 for the Exiles is back to punt, who is their QB. So look out for some trickery here. Oh, they've gone back even more yards. Looks at another 5, so it's like 4th and 25 now. I think the likelihood of some trickery is diminishing, but we'll see. Okay, it's really high snap. QB does well, punter does well to bring it down. Ball is bobbling and it's picked up by number 17, who's got back around a few would-be tacklers and is eventually brought down roughly at where the first down marker was for the Warriors. So punt is probably good for, net good for the Warriors for about 10 yards, 12 yards. So yeah, Kent now taking over from they're in Warriors territory, which is great for them, roughly around the 38-yard line. So Sanctuary back in under the centre, throws the ball straight away to the flats. 42 with the catch in the flats, but immediately taken down. So that was Rico Allen, 42, the receiver, and loss of 2 yards there because the very, very well read by, and I didn't see the player that read and made the tackle, but from the Warriors, but fantastic play from his perspective. Tayyab saying he's seen a block in the back. I honestly didn't see one, but I don't know, it's hard really paying attention to everything. Ball snapped. Sanctuary takes it out to the left, uses his feet. He's still on his feet, but number 47 for the Warriors brings him down relatively quickly. Seems to be quite full of himself, doing an all right job. Yo, mate. So Sanctuary back out. This time he's in shotgun next to him. His best mate Crab. Ball is poorly snapped, but Sanctuary does well to get it in the air. He does. I think he does get his arm hit. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's injured it, but got more nonsense from 47 from the Warriors. Shame to see. He's quite, I don't know, quite animated and vocal. .42 for the Exiles, used to be D-line. Harvey is absolutely full of stats for his team. It's good to have you here, Harvey. Keep them coming. Right. Oh, let me center on the ball. Here we go. So we've got 3 down linemen, one tight end, or 2 tight ends. Sorry. Not really nicely passed ball to number 99. That is the play they tried to do on the other side where 99 didn't quite turn around for it. Turned the wrong way, I think. And but you can see when that play works, it works well. First down yardage into the red zone. The ref is waving. It looks like there might be an injury somewhere. I can't see anyone down. They may be on the sideline. Let me just move the camera. Yeah, they're trying to wave the medic over, so it does look like there is an injury. There were two receivers. Oh, he's on the sideline, so they're just running across. He's not on the field, and he's just being tended to. I think it was the receiver from the previous play. So hopefully he's okay. Is this a joke? Because I've seen Harvey here being called a snake. Maybe I'm being trolled. Harvey, I'm not going to post any more of your comments. 9's under centre. Hands it off to number 25, and he's thrown down straight away. What is wrong with this geezer? 47. He's squaring up to people, standing over people, chatting to the sideline, throwing up hand signals to him. I don't know. He looks like he's headed for an unsportsmanlike at some point. But Crab on the run there again, obviously. So Sanctuary now again under centre. Ball is dropped, but I managed to flick it out to number 1, and he gets past his first would-be tackler, but number 45 brings him down for the London Warriors. I don't think we've called out number 1 yet, so it's I think his name's pronounced Kian Maloney. It could be Sean. No, I think it's Kian Maloney. Not seen him yet, so I don't know if he was like a late arriver. So look, there's the ball out, and pass was defended, but there is a flag on the field, so this may this may be a penalty against, sorry, a defensive pass interference penalty. We'll see. There we go. Yeah, pass interference. The ball is placed at the 2-yard line. It's a first down. This is a great opportunity for the Exiles to score. And then obviously if they then convert that score, then they go ahead just before half time. Fantastic time to score, to change or take the lead, because in the third quarter, which is fast approaching, the end of this half is fast approaching, they take the ball in the opening of the third quarter. So they could go 2 scores ahead. That looks good. No, I think it was just a straight sneak up the middle for Sanctuary. Oh, there's a player down. I'm just going to move away. The player's still down. He's not yet moved, so it doesn't. This one may be a bit of a long one. I'm not sure. There are a lot of all the players are moving away now. You can see them kneeling. The paramedics just got to the player, so yeah. And just while we have this very brief, hopefully a very brief break, just want to let you guys know we've got another live stream, another game on this field with me, if you can tolerate it, with the Kent Exiles adult team hosting the London Blitz. So yeah, nice Prem South action. We've also got another live stream going live at 1 o'clock, so in 10 minutes actually, which is the Bristol Aztecs versus the London Warriors. Quite a tasty game. So yeah, I won't be offended if you watch that game and not this. But you could have both on. Why don't you do both? At half-past stats. And also, yeah, good, right, great. The player's up and he's been taken off. He's on his own feet. So good to see. Right, we're getting back to play. But also subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're out there and you want to see more action, and catch our Monday night podcast that me and Oz do, where we just talk all about Britball. Probably not the most entertaining subject, but we certainly make it fun and have a good laugh. So it'd be good to have as many of you guys that are watching Monday night, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Right, it looks like we're just ready. We're ready to go. Ref's doing the final, I think probably final time check. So the referee saying something to the coaches from the sideline there. I couldn't hear it, but it quietened down the sideline. The Warriors one, it was a bit weird. Cool. So 46-second remaining. There's a 10-second run off. Clock will start going as soon as the whistle is sounded and his hand drops. Let's watch. There you go. Right. Oh! So the ball will move probably a yard. I don't know, it'll be half the distance of the goal. And as you saw, Sanctuary was under centre there, but maybe his cadence, what he was saying, and the anticipation of it all was too much for the defensive lineman, and I think it was 2 of them actually, he came forward. Anyway, right, we're reset. Let's see what's going on. One receiver out wide right. Oh. So Exiles obviously will decline because they want more time. And Sanctuary hands it off to number 17, and it looks like he's in. Yeah, it's good from the side, from the ref, umpire. Yeah, so that ties the game. That's 6-all right before half time. But we will have time for a. Sorry, I'm trying to add the score, but I kept adding and removing. So it's 6-all Exiles Warriors. We're in the dying seconds of the first half, and the Exiles are going for 2. This is a big play. This is a big play. You really, you know, from both sides, there's a mental advantage to whoever wins this play. Now, they're not going for 2, they're going for 1, so they're setting up to kick. Probably a clever decision here. Ball's down, ball's up. It hits the post. It hits the post and goes wide to the right. So you don't get much closer than that. Let's have a little. I was trying to do a replay, but I only just got the end of it. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. So it remains 6-all, and we now will see the Exiles kick off to the Warriors, and very shortly we will be headed into half time. Harvey's just said he plays for the. I knew you played for them. I just thought you were winding up your teammate, Harvey. That's why I was like, you were trying to get me to say something that was insulting to him. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm being trolled or not. It's just safer for me to err on the side of caution. Because if it was me, I would be trolling my mates, and I have done. I did it with BAFA once on the Britball final. Right, so the Exiles getting ready to kick off for the second time this game. Number 44, I believe it is the kicker, Calvin Clark. Yeah, it is definitely 44. He's just turned to me, and yeah, let's see what he's got. He's got the wind in his favour slightly. It's sort of diagonally to the left, to this sideline. Ball's up in the air. Receiver's told to leave it. And the Exiles jump on it. That ball is live as soon as it goes 10 yards. And it looks like the Warriors didn't know that, and they have left the ball. They were told leave it from the sideline, I heard it, and the ball's live. So the Exiles have jumped on it. It's 1st and 10 for the. What a gaff to make at this point in the game. If the Exiles can punch this in, they'll also have remember, they'll have the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. This is huge. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. It can't be. Surely it's 1st and goal. But both sticks are up, so maybe there's a little bit of space there. But what an amazing sequence of play here that could potentially turn the game on its head. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let's see what's going on. So we've got Sanctuary back in the shotgun. Flag is thrown. I think there's a delay of game. False start, 17. The wide receiver out left for the Kent Exiles. Onis Conan Banny, we've called his name out a couple of times already. Eager anticipation. I don't know what you call it, but he whatever it is, he's made an out of character error here, and the ball's gone back 5 yards. So 1st and 15. Sanctuary drops back. Ball is in the air, just too far out front there for the intended receiver, Maloney, number 1. Another flag, pre-snap it looks like, both sides. So I assume it's something to do with an alignment. Let's just see what the referee's going to say. Everyone just sort of stood around. So here we go, a little bit of movement. Oh, back-to-back false starts for number 17. I assume he's going to be taken off. Normally what happens, and 17, Banny, two false starts in a row, and takes this, just worsens this position that they had. You know, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line, very close to 1st and goal, and now they're 2nd and 20 through two sort of daft penalties. Oh no, 17 still on the field. Sanctuary lofts it up, and 17, Benny, the intended receiver, doesn't bring it in. Ball was lofted very high, quite a high arc on it. I think, like, considering the distance it travelled, you'd expect that to be a little bit lower, for the receiver to be running onto it rather than under it. So that brings up 3rd and 20. So Sanctuary back in the shotgun, and Maloney back in the backfield. He is the intended receiver here. Gets the ball, runs out to the left, is brought down by 45 for the Warriors. And I think the Exiles seem to have called a timeout. I'm just waiting for the final confirmation. Yeah, there's definitely a timeout because everyone's going. The coaches are calling the players to the sideline. Six seconds. So there's a timeout. There's 6 seconds left. So there's one play, right? They got one chance to score. You know that over there in this Warriors huddle, they're going to be priming them for that. They're going to be asking them to, you know, sit back on their heels, line up with the down marker. Don't bite on anything. Don't give them any yards. Most importantly, you know, defend that end zone, right? So, oh, and it looks like they're going to go for 3. So all of that was for nothing. They just need to block a ball. So number 44 back to take the field goal. There's a lot of shouting from the side. Calvin Clark. Clark is the kicker here, number 44. Ball snapped down nicely, and it looks like it's too short. Yeah, it's fielded actually. Number 2 again for the London Warriors. He's got the ball and he's running down the home side, the away sideline, pushed out of bounds. There's a flag. Looks like there was a late hit. There is a flag. A little bit of a scuffle, but it was sort of bubbling up a little bit, wasn't it? So not surprised to see that. But referees getting in there, coaches getting in there, separating it. I don't think any blood was drawn. But that would have ended the half, right? Because that was over 6 seconds, surely. It'd be interesting to see what they do with the penalty. Coaches asking to speak to each other here. So I think they'll probably talk about assessing the play. The referees, that is, assessing the play on the side. Sorry, on the other side of the half. But let's see what they say. Coaches are having a conversation in the middle of the field. Both head coaches. One of the refs has walked over to observe it, which sort of makes sense. Just waiting for this conversation. Warriors have started chanting. Sorry guys, there's not much to talk to you about, but yeah, just waiting to find out if we can, if the half can happen. But yeah, Warriors coach, I assume it's the head coach, is now going back to the sideline. Referees look like they've come to a conclusion for their conversation. He's sort of itching to get away, and he look at the white cap. He's had enough. Just wants to make the announcement. Still, conversations continue. I don't know what's. This is an awkward moment for me. Just want to get to half time. I can have a little break, have some food, drink. I can sit down. Oh, the refs are coming back. More. There's more stuff. It's definitely not half time. I can tell you that because the referee has to signal that by holding the ball in his air and blowing the whistle. So that's not happened. We're not watching half time here. We are watching a decision being made as to the outcome of the play. I think it's more about the timing of it. I don't know. It seems odd that it was a late hit out of bounds, but maybe there was some extra stuff that was flagged for thrown for, and that has to be considered. The coach is being called in by one of the refs. This seems like a lot. Just call it half time, lads. Come on. Right, coach is being called in. Other referee is going to the other sideline. Ooh, my stuff's blowing everywhere. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Sorry guys, I know it's not very good viewing or listening, but a gust of wind blew all my paper everywhere. Where's VAR? Yeah, we're not VAR. 2 fouls, right, here we go. Okay. Cool, so it is half time. So what happened there? 2 penalties, one from one side, one from the other. One was sideline interference, and the other one was a late hit out of bounds, and they offset each other, and now we are at half time. So there's a lot of, that was a lot. That took a long time to get there, but they get there. I think that's the right decision. They're calling the captains in. We'll come off of stream, well, we'll keep the stream live, but I'm coming off of commentary right now, and we'll be back probably in about 15-20 minutes, and yeah, we'll catch you guys then. Sorry guys, I just realised I turned the mic down. I've been talking and no one's been hearing anything. Thanks for letting us know. If you could let us know if you can hear me, that would be great. Quite pleased actually, because I made a terrible joke and now no one even knows I made it. Once again, really poor discipline on the Warriors D line we've seen today, and it appears that they've jumped offline again. Hopefully you guys can now hear me. Please someone let me know if you can. So that's a 5-yard penalty. Replay the second down. So ball gets marched towards the Warriors end zone, and it's now second down and around 4. Okay, so ball handed off. I completely misread that play, but it was again to that man number 25, Crab. It looked like there was maybe it was a league blocker that was running just ahead of him, not blocking, but it looked like there was from the same area of the field, an Exile running the same direction. Cool, thank you for confirming that you can hear me. Apologies for me messing it up. I messed up the audio when I went to half time. I'm sure you all know it made a really loud, like, shrieking sound, and I fixed it as soon as I could. I do apologise. It won't happen again, promise. Right, so who's this in the backfield? I think it's number 17 is in the, yeah, number 17 takes the snap. Wildcat gets his shirt ripped badly on the play. He's going to have to change that. I think it was literally hanging off of him. So that's Bane coming in at QB there. And there is a couple of substitutions, and yeah, it looks like 89, our first half quarterback sanctuary is on. Oh no, but Bene's still staying on as well. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm really surprised the refs haven't stopped. The refs telling the offense to hurry up. There's a timeout called. So the referee just making the announcement for the timeout as their first. I didn't hear the time, but it's 4th and very short. If I zoom in on the right part there, you can see where that number 4 is where the ball starts, and where that big orange stick to the right of it is where the ball needs to be taken to for it to be another first down. So very, very short yardage situation here on a 4th down, right in the middle of the field, lots of space. I'd say the odds are in favour of the Exiles. I wouldn't mind seeing a cheeky little hard count, just given the poor discipline that we've seen from the Warriors D line. You might just be able to get in the jump offside. That's a 5-yard penalty, and that would then make it a first down. So yeah, let's see what's going on. And guys, let me know if you don't understand anything that's being said or being shown. If you've got any questions, don't worry if you think that they're stupid. What we try and do in our broadcast is help people out, help to bring you into the game, enjoy it a bit more and understand it. So yeah, please let me know if there's something that just sort of completely confuses you or you want something explained. More than happy to take this sort of time to do it, because there are a lot of breaks in the game, and you guys will give me some content, some ideas to talk about, which is great. Also, yeah, let us know where you're watching from, and who you're supporting. It looks like the ref has sent 17 off to get his Bane to get his jersey fixed. I'm just really surprised. His whole shoulder is exposed. Yeah, it looks like he's changing it. Okay, cool, right. So Sanctuary, I think, back in QB, hands the ball off to number 25. We've said that several times today. Crab, that was the London Warriors will take the ball from the spot of the tackle, which actually they lost a couple of yards on that. So it's on the Kent Exiles 39-yard line, looks like. Hell of a play there from the Warriors. Apologies, I didn't get the player's number, the London Warriors number. If it was that 47, I'm not calling it out. He doesn't deserve it. Right, so QB number 5 with, oh, really bad snap, but nicely handled there by number 26, the running back. There is a call here, looks like it was a face cage. A couple of players quite upset about it, but referee's immediately on it, and that's good, and that sort of soothes a lot of the frustration for the players. You know, when they sort of appeal immediately to the referee, and they see the referee doing something, it's sort of, yeah, that's ideal, rather than getting them flaming. Here, let's just see what the ref's got to say. Face cage. Yeah. So from where that player was tackled, they add on another 15 yards, and then, I mean, it would be first down anyway, but it's an automatic first down for the Warriors. So not a very common penalty, and one that has got huge impact. What has 47 done? Did I miss something? Oh, he's just showing off a lot and shouting a lot and like goading the other team, like doing something very menial and then taking massive credit for it. Really nicely swallowed up there by 3 of the Exiles players, led by number 8, Nwaki. Called his name out a few times. He's been very, very good today. Oh, the live keeps freezing. Okay, well, I'll just check things this end, but everything looks all right at first glance, and I can't see a bit of much drop rate, but when there's a breaking play, I'll have a closer look. Sorry that it keeps freezing. It shouldn't, obviously. What a fantastic play there. Number 56, Banner. We called his name out as well a couple of times. Just swallowed that play up. Grabbed number 26, swung him down aggressively, took a couple of yards away. Exactly what you want from your big men up front. So 3rd down and 15, 16. Sorry. Oh, that type of player. Yes, that type of player. It just, I don't know. I'm quite chirpy when I play, right? But this guy was like, for me, a bit over the top, a bit, like I'm chirpy as in like friendly and funny and have a good time. This guy was just, it was like a bully, like just trying to put everything down, just odd. I don't get it. Maybe it's indicative of the age group that we're watching play it, but I don't know. I just could do without it. So QB drops back, he's got his man inside, he pump fakes, tucks the ball and runs. Sorry, I'm not even on him. Tucks the ball and runs and is closed down, but manages to get away from the arms of number 57 and runs out of bounds. That looked like a very, very long run, although it looked quite lateral, so I don't know how many positive yards he got. Hey, it looks about 10. And 57, Davies, Chijoke, I think, well, I think that's his name. That's his name. I don't think that's how you potentially pronounce it. But Davies, number 57, the player that sort of ran the QB out of bounds, saving the play. It's now 4th down. So it's 4th down and, let me just sort out the camera again. It's 4th down and around 7 or 8 yards. The wide right side of the field, 2 players out to the right to receive for the Warriors, 2 in the backfield to help pass defend. QB looks immediately to the left, and it looks like, it did, you know, from this angle, and hopefully you guys agree with me, it looked like that the receiver brought that in, and they didn't, but it's a turnover on downs, ball stays where it is, offense and defenses switch, and we get a first set of downs for the Exiles at their own 20-yard line. So long field for them in front. They're going to need a couple of, well, they're just going to need either a nice slow, steady drive or, you know, a couple of bigger plays, but they do need to get the ball downfield as quickly as possible. Sorry about my camera work. I'm sort of trying to do multiple things, as you guys know. So yeah, about the frames dropping, I've looked at the numbers. They haven't dropped any more frames since we last spoke. So hopefully that's resolved for you, you guys watching, if it is freezing. New QB in number 20. Sorry, sort of fakes the ball one way, runs the other way, but just runs straight into a defender and is tackled for a loss. Who's number 20? So that's Rowan Shacklock. So Shacklock, number 20 there. Looks like he's still in at QB. Like it wasn't a one-off play, but it looks like where he was expecting someone to be, there was no one, and he just ran straight into danger. I think maybe it may have been a bit of a miscommunication there, or a misunderstanding of responsibilities within the offense there. Defense nailed it. So ball handed off again to number 25, Crab, and he's met immediately by. Oh, sorry, there's a player down. I'm going to just move. But there's also a late flag thrown. So there's a player down and a late flag thrown. I wasn't looking. I imagine the player pushed another player. 47 looks at. He's among it. The player's back up. Let's see what the ref says. Yeah, I called this, right? I called this. If you've been watching since the first half, I said number 47 is going to get flagged. He's going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct for the way he's behaving, and that's what's happened. So he's just essentially, that's a yellow card, right? So for the player personally, if he gets another one of them, he's out of the game. So the coach will have strong words with him. But you know, more to the point, he's damaging his team. 15 yards that's being marched up the field to the. What's that, 32-yard line now? Fresh set of downs, exactly what his team don't need right now. Yeah, there's 47. It looks like he's playing middle linebacker. Ball snapped to number 20. Is aired out. Sorry, guys, I missed that. I need to zoom out a little bit because that was a bit too close in. But yeah, it was an incomplete pass essentially, but it looked like it was thrown into traffic. There by QB Shacklock. But Shacklock. Okay, so yeah, Shacklock's still in. Hands the ball off again to Crab. And really nicely handled there by 47, middle linebacker for the Warriors. Nicely read, nicely reacted to, and kept hold of him. Good play. So that does bring up third down with 3rd and 7. Let's call it that. And I must say, ref's doing a fantastic job today of like keeping the game flowing and sort of getting involved with stuff. I know that both sidelines probably, as always, have got a couple of plays that they're disappointed about, but this is we've got a really decent ref crew here today. So ball handed off again to Crab. Oh, 47 goes for what we would call the Hollywood hit and misses. So ends up diving through the air. There is a flag on the play. The whistle's been blown. 65's helmet has come off, so he needs to go off for one play. The referee just telling him that, making sure he's okay. Concussion protocol on the sideline. But let's see what's happening. What's happening on this play with just zoom in on the old white cap again. So the referee said that was an illegal procedure. 5 men in the backfield for the offense. 5 yards, replay, third down. So they're now third. Oh God, it's what, 3rd and 12 now. So they've gone from like a 3rd and 13. Just really dug themselves into a hole here, and at a time where this drive they really should have been putting points on the board. But Shacklock back under centre. 2 men in the backfield, one out to the left. Ball handed off. I don't get the call. I don't get that call. I don't see why on a 3rd and long you would try and run the ball where up the middle where you just haven't been that successful in this game. Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't a pass play. I think it's a bit daft, but you know, I'm not calling the plays. The coaches are. I just critique. Tell you what I think. Anyway, it brings up a punt, and we've got. I can't read the numbers. There's a player back there for the Exiles ready to punt. I think it's 99. Yeah, it is. I can't remember his name. Not a very good punt at all. Caught by number 13 right in front of us. He wasn't even a returner, and he takes it back really nicely, actually, for about 10 yards. We'll see where they mark it down, but we'll see what the net total is. There's a flag. There's a flag on the play on the far side of the field. So let's see how that's assessed before we. Make any judgment. Sorry, I thought I could hear something being said then, but I can't. Right, let's see what the ref's got to say. Oh. So it was it was an offensive penalty. So an Exiles penalty, illegal formation. So twice in a row they had formation-related penalties that have knocked them back. Essentially, the net of it is that Warriors are taking over with the ball around the line. So again, the territory game being won by the Warriors. I think Exiles did well in the sort of second quarter to sort of adjust that and win more possession and better ground. But they sort of lost it again at the start of this 3rd quarter. Ball handed off to number 26. He's got space. He's diving around. Someone's got hold of him. We'll see who that is. And they just sort of swing him around. He's down, so I'm going to just sort of move across. No, he's all good. He's all good. He's up. Okay, cool. I cannot see who made that tackle. I think it was number 30 for the Exiles. And if it was, his name is Chukwu Emeka Atuya. So Atuya there, if I'm right, on the tackle. Oh, terrible handling there of the ball with the QB there. And just as we saw before, this QB plays it safe when there's when something goes wrong. He just dives on the ball and just waits for the next play. You do see, especially I think at a younger level, but maybe it's less mature QBs will try and pick that ball up and make something of it. This QB has taken no chances today. So ref asking the offence to hurry up. That's nice of them. So they don't incur a penalty. QB boots out to the left here. Again, it's his back foot. Can't throw a good ball. You very rarely can a QB throw a good ball off the back foot. And what I mean by that is, if you're right-handed, you should run out to the right side so your back shoulder is your throwing arm. He's a right-handed guy, so right shoulder back, easier to throw the ball. If you run around to the left, then your left shoulder's back, and then you have to throw off of your back foot, so your left foot, and it never really works. So that's what I'm talking about here. Yeah, penalties are, so the question here about someone new to the game asking about penalties normal, because I've heard a lot of them. Penalties are normal, they are part of the game. I would say there's more than average penalties in this game so far, and we've had quite a variety of them. So ball snap there, flag, thrown from the far side. Ball is punted out of bounds at the 10. Nice punt, but let's see what happens. But yeah, we've had a lot of penalties today. Formation penalties, face cage, hit out of bounds, sideline infraction, offside, false starts. Like all different bits and pieces have been happening. I must say though that the London Warriors seem to have sort of tightened up a little bit, and aren't doing so many of like the silly little penalties. So there's I don't get what's happening here. So they're going to replay the fourth down. They have too many players in the backfield. So another formation penalty. That's 3 formation penalties we've had just in this quarter. I don't think we had any in the first half. So it's just really strange that, like, I don't know, maybe they got backups and people changing positions, or they're trying new things out. But whatever the reason, both sides of the ball, people were sort of making silly errors, and you know, giving yards away to their opposition. Anyway, 5 again back here to pass. It's 4th and 14, I'd say, number 17 for the Exiles. Banny is back to receive. There was a pre-snap. It looked like number 30. It looked like number 30 was offside. Sorry for the flag's just been thrown now. Oh, what's this? I don't know what's going on. This. Oh, they just waved the flag off. Let's just see what the ref says. I just think it's a cool. Inadvertent whistle, no flag. So let number 30 off there. Chuck Woo. Well, I should probably call him by his surname. Atuya. Anyway, here we go for another punt. Ball really poorly snapped, almost blocked. Ball kicked really nicely up into the air. The returner picks it up, 17, and decides to run with it to get it at Banny to get it sort of a little bit further upfield. Ball was just probably shy of the 30-yard line, so the Exiles offense are coming on now. Everyone's just sort of moping around. There's no one really walking, like running or jogging. Both sides, like even the Warriors. I think it's a you know, sunny, hot day. It's a very close game. I'm surprised there's not a little bit more energy in these lads. Okay, so who's that? I can't see who's under centre there. Oh, whoever. Oh, I know. It's. Oh no, it's a terrible throw there. Picked off by number 13. Terrible throw by the QBs. And it's still going down the side, and we can't see it obviously because everyone's rushed forward. But you know, one play and out for the offense. As Sanctuary, who's been the most used QB today of the 3. Throws a terrible ball. Really strange to see. He's been pretty solid. His timing was definitely ran into his running back in the backfield. So like the timing on his route, on where he's supposed to be, slightly adjusted. And he was under pressure certainly. But yeah, poor choice to throw that ball. Didn't get the distance it needed. Would have probably done better to just run it out of bounds. Okay, so Warriors in a great 1st and 10 position. They're in the red zone. It's at the 14-yard line. Ball snap, QB looks to his left straight away. Caught for a second London Warriors touchdown. So the London Warriors again, second time in this game, go ahead and take the lead. So it's now pending the point after. It's currently 12-6 to the London Warriors in this 3rd quarter. There was no flags, obviously, on that play, which is good. We can just see gameplay for once. I would say, it looks like the Warriors are going for 2 here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, they are. So they're going for it. Number 5, joined by his 2 buddies in the backfield, the 2 running backs. Looks up to his left, sees some danger to his right, rolls out to his left again. Remember that back foot thing, and he's caught. Fantastic catch, jump and grab from number 11 there. 26 of the Exiles was watching the play, and I don't know, he must have turned a blind eye to it. He was running away as number 11 was pulling the ball in. Maybe depth perception has got the better of me there, but it just looked like he was running away from the play and from the ball. But that's good for 2. That's 6-14. And it's still it's anyone's game. But do you know what? I'm going to check on the Bristol Aztecs game. And the Bristol Aztecs are currently beating the London Warriors 21-7. So good game there. And like I said, we're bringing it to you live. If you want to go and join Tebs over on still on the same YouTube channel, but he's got a different feed. I was going to say, I don't blame you. I will take it personally because I'm the commentator here and I feel like I'm more exciting than Tebs. But no, so, like, you know, make sure to catch the game. It looks like it's a good one. So returners 17-3. So Bane and Kari back to receive for the Exiles. 13, the kicker for the Warriors. Lovely deep kick. He's a great boot on him, this lad. Ball is caught by one returner and then handed to the other. Number 2 again. Such a fantastic coverage player and tackler for the Warriors. Really, really special talent he is. He's been down this left wing on the kickoff team and doesn't put a foot wrong. Keeps hold of the returner, brings him down. 17 Bane and great field position again for the Warriors. Again, they keep just winning this territory battle. So the ball's roughly on the 21-yard line for the Exiles. So they're 1st and 10 from their own 21. It could be 22. Who knows? Doesn't matter. So we've got the QB Shacklock back in. As a flag is thrown, it looks like that might be a quarter end. Oh no, it's a flag. That we didn't throw for a flag. It looks like it's a number of men. It's marched backwards 5 yards. The player runs off, and we hopefully can restart. Got a little bit of love for the Warriors in the chat. Nice to see. Thank you, Phonics Wiz. Ball is snapped. I don't know what happened there. Was it handed off? Was it? Not sure. It must have been a handoff to number 1, Maloney. But swallowed up. It's now 2nd and 14. With the ball starting at around the 15-yard line, I'd say. 16, let's say 16. So offense told to hurry up, again by the ref. Shacklock with the ball, hands it off to big number 42, who doesn't go very far with it. Sorry, let me follow that with a camera. So yeah, number 42, Rico Allen. He did have a lead blocker, but the lead blocker was being held really nicely in his place and slowed down by the London Warriors defender, which opened up a nice lane for I think it was a linebacker that came in and swooped in and made the tackle. Good start, good play for the Warriors here. It's now 3rd down and about 19, 18. And it's QB Shacklock in the shotgun position, takes the snap, airs it out, picked off again. It's 3rd interception of the day for the Warriors. And I think every single one has been for a different player. I think this is number 27 or 37. The one before that was number 13, and the one before that in the first half, like 2nd play of the game, I think, was number 2. So, you know, good. They've had some really good turnovers, and I don't think that the Warriors have turned anything over. Oh no, apart from there was a special teams play, wasn't it, where they just left the ball on a kickoff when it was live. But so again, Warriors with a short field. They're in the red zone. They're starting in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 18. So circumstantially, each series is just very tough for the Exiles. The Warriors have had an advantage. Ball snapped over the QB's head. They're trying to pick it up. There's a bit of a scramble. I think the Warriors have got it. It looks like the Warriors have got it. I think we did have an Exile dropping down there, big man, but I don't think he quite got to it as quick as his Warrior counterpart. 2 Warriors O-line out of the game today. I'm one of them, but O-line doing great, absolutely. Yeah, Warriors are playing really well today. First down, it was given to the Exiles. Fair play, okay. So after I just said that about turnovers, we see one straight away. Oh, someone it looked like one of the Exiles just mouthed off and just drawn a flag. So the ball's going to be marched back. It was 1st down and 10 from around the 31-yard line. It looks like it's going to be pushed. This could be a 10 or a 15-yard penalty if it's unsportsmanlike. You could hear the reason I believe it's the Exile side is because I heard the Exiles players moaning and having a go at the player that we allege has drawn the penalty, drawn the flag. $15. So it's 1st and 25 from it'll be like the 15, 16-yard line. And they did say to give the number, it was number 30, because so that's a 2-year drawing that penalty, and it acts as a yellow card. One more of those for him and he's ejected from the game. Oh, let me just move and I'll zoom out a bit so we've got a bit more space. There we go. So ball snapped very low, picked up by number 17. He runs round to the left, pushed out of bounds by 13 from the Warriors. So 17 there, Banny, sorry, I think it is. And it was a decent run. He got 5 yards. Oh no, he must have got more than 5 yards because they were 25. Ah, sorry. I thought they would be 1st and 25. They're not. They're 1st and 10, but 15 yards back. Okay, because it was a dead ball foul. So it's now 2nd and 5. My apologies, I got it wrong. But the ball's still far deep in there. And Banny again here with a run to the outside, tackled beautifully. Redden tackled beautifully by this. I think he's an end or an outside linebacker on the right. Number 45 for the Warriors. He's had a very good game today. Okay, I think this might be half time. Sorry, end of quarter. At least I'll get the ball this end and we can see action a bit better. Yeah, end of quarter. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, the score is the Kent Exiles 6 and the London Warriors 14. Still a 1-score game with a converted 2-point. But I would say the gameplay is definitely favouring the Warriors simply because they're doing so well with starting position on offense and defense. They're really pinning back the offense of the Kent Exiles, and they're also giving the defense a short field of the Kent Exiles. So it's ideal situation for them. They're playing a really good game. Right, and we enter into the 4th quarter. So let's see what's going to happen. Let me just zoom out a little bit. The ball will be around here somewhere. There he is. Let me zoom out. I do want to check on the Bristol Aztecs game. And the score there, the Warriors coming back, 21-14. The Warriors are still down 1 score, but they're winning. The Aztecs are winning 21-14. Okay, it looks like Oh, I thought Banny was back at QB, but it's not. It's Shacklock. So Shacklock back in a shotgun, single back, one receiver this side, one tight end this side, and one receiver to the far side. Oh, sorry, there's a tight end both sides. Ball snapped. QB looks out to his left. Number 1, the intended receiver, picks it up. Kean Maloney there, number 1 with the reception. Good yardage, great play for a third down. Doesn't quite get the conversion. They're on fourth. They're 4th and 5 yards, and they have elected to punt, which probably the right decision, right? Yes, they do need to score, but they also don't want to give another short field away to the Warriors. So I'm trying to just get the numbers right. Number 99 is back to punt again, Reeve. And let me just film him. There he is. And lovely punt, got it out. Looks like he's going out of bounds. Kept bouncing. We can't see it, unfortunately. But number 16, the returner, has charged towards it and picked it up, I think. And he's been tackled immediately. So I think players are getting confused between a punt and a kick. So on a kickoff, as soon as the ball goes 10 yards, it's a live ball, meaning any team can recover it and use it. A punt, because the team is electing to give the ball away, as soon as the ball is kicked, once the ball sort of finishes the kick, if it's on the floor and the kicking team pick it up, then the ball's dead there. They can't advance it, they can't take possession. It goes to the team that we're returning. So it's odd if the ball is sort of bobbling for the returner to pick it up, because they don't need to, they're going to get the ball anyway. So like I said, I think it's just inexperience that makes these players do these things. It's just a bit odd to see when you think a play sort of dead or reached its logical end, and then something else happens. To comment this, and it feels like the Exiles have lost their end. I feel like both sides have. Like it's very lethargic. Like I said, like even just seeing their body language and walking out and everything. But yeah, but this is a good. Oh, the ball's fumbled and is recovered. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, I know that was off field. There's a little bit of a scuffle, but the ball was fumbled by the London Warriors, picked up by the Exiles. And I was just about to say this is this is the worst starting position the Warriors have had for this half, and they give the ball away at that point. So this is the best starting position that the Kent Exiles have had this half. It's going to be 1st and 10 for them, deep into the red zone of the London Warriors, at around the 11 or 12 yard line. So really exciting stuff. Hopefully this gives the Exiles a bit of an energy boost. So who have they got on at QB? They got options. It's back with 20, Shacklock. He's in at QB. They've got no one out to the left. One out right. Ball is handed off to number 25. He's getting closed down already because he sort of he tried to run up the middle, hit some bodies and bounced out to the left. So all of that time, and it doesn't sound like much, but those few steps that you're taking to then adjust and replant and run again, you're giving the defenders a lot of time there to take another 3-4 steps towards you and close you down. So he done well to run it outside, but he did lose some yards. It's 2nd down and 12. So ball in the hands of number 25, Crab again. He runs through one tackler, he's still on his feet. Takes a few guys to bring him down. He's probably only good for about 4 or 5 yards though. That wasn't a big gain, the sort of gain they needed in that play. So that penalty, there's a penalty that took that entire run away, even though it was a short run, and it's now 2nd down and 16. Not what the Exiles needed. They've had two really good opportunities where they've been put in the red zone, and they haven't capitalised on it. Shacklock here steps back, passes over the middle. Number 37, I think it was a defensive end for the Warriors, with the 4th interception of the game. So that's the 4th interception. I think it's on the 4th play. I can't remember who the last interception was. It might be 37. So that may be his 2nd. Don't quote me. Don't at me either. First down for the Warriors. This has been insane, like last 5 minutes. The ball is now on the Warriors' own 30-yard line for the first, and it's obviously 1st and 10. And yeah, I think if they score on this drive, it sort of puts the game to bed. I think. I don't know the timing of it. I don't know where we are with the clock, but it feels like we're getting to the end of the or the middle of the quarter, and that would sort of really take the wind out of the sails of the Exiles. So number 5 back at QB, they calls timeout. Doesn't like what he sees. Calls timeout. Coach is quite annoyed about that. It looked like I don't think it was one of the starting players, but number 44 for the Warriors didn't do what he was supposed to do on the play. Quarterback saw it. He was in motion, and the quarterback didn't like the motion he did, and called timeout. So we reset. There is a personnel change. The Warriors are back in there. Oh no, they're in a double. They're in a twin. So they've got 2 receivers out to the left and 2 receivers out to the right, with a single back blocking. They got some big O-line. I don't know, someone's already remarked on the Warriors, this isn't their normal O-line, but there's some big boys. Right, let's see what they do. So ball in motion, pitched forward to the slot receiver, and met nicely by number 30 for the Aztecs, Atuya, who makes the tackle for a quite a big loss. It brings up 2nd down and about 14. Okay, so the same formation. Same formation for the Warriors. Ball's put up, and it hits the legs of the players. It looks like this might be a defensive pass interference from where the flag was thrown and the timing of it. Let's see what happens. We'll just zoom over to the white cap ref. He's the one in charge. He will make the call once he's heard from the radio. Yeah. So ball placed at it was a pass interference on the defender, number 28, and the ball will be placed where the pass interference was made, and it's an automatic 1st down. That's Darren Madu, number 28 for the Exiles, with that penalty. I don't think the ball is at the spot of the foul. I thought it was made further upfield, but. Oh, let's see what happened now. I didn't see if it was a offensive move in soon or an offside from number 8 on the defense. It's either a false start or an offside. Let's see what the ref says. False start on the offense. So false start is an offensive play. It means when they start the play too soon, and then the defender just reacted to it, so he doesn't get called for anything, even though he was in the backfield and ran forward. Quite often players will run forward and over-exaggerate what they're doing just to call out that they've seen something and make sure there's a flag thrown. He did it again. Surely that flag's got to be thrown. So you can see here, QB booting out, ball in the air, caught by the receiver, and a lovely big hit there from. quite see them. I was quite concerned with this. It was very clear to me that the number 57 false started two times in a row. But let's see what. I think that's what the flag's for. False start. Oh, it was called on number 11. I don't know that that's right, but I thought it was number 57. But who cares? The call's right. The yardage gets adjusted. It's now first down and probably 22, 23 yards. Maybe it's just 20 because it's a first down penalty. Okay, so one receiver out to the right. QB looks immediately to his left, fires it. Caught. The defender doesn't bring him down. He's the lovely gain there. That ball has gone from the 22-yard line or 25-yard line of the Warriors deep to the 10-yard line of the Exiles in one play. This as a key play in the game, and so the clock's running. The ref has just said they're just adjusting on the sideline. Big play. First and goal from the 10-yard line.
They see it now. They see it now.
So QB number 5 back, takes the ball, looks to his left, looks to his right, and just gets swallowed up. Number 8 again for the Aztecs. And Waki, he called his name out a few times. He's had some good tackles, exactly what we needed what the Exiles needed at this point. I say we because they're the home team, right? I don't support them. But it's now 1st and 16, so a loss of 6 on that play. 2nd and 16, pardon me. Loss of 6 on that play.
Diablo.
Ball snapped. QB drops back, passes to his left. Really nicely defended there. Number 30, Atuya, fantastic dive in the air, batting the ball away. Great play. 3rd down, 3rd and 16. The Warriors may opt for a field goal here just to make it a 3-score game. Number 8 having a game, 4 sacks today. Yeah, he's been good. There's some solid players on both sides of the ball in this game. It's been really good. Ball snapped. QB looks to his right. Number 1. Just in and out of his hands on the 3rd down, such a crucial play, and they had a lot of space. Really messed that up. 4th down, I imagine they might go for a field goal here. I'm not sure. This is a big stop, big stop.
Zero. Wrap up on your tackles or knock the ball down.
Defense, lock in.
So let's see what the Warriors can do here. So it's 4th and 16. 4th and goal from the 16, should I say. Two receivers out to the left, one to the right, one running back in the backfield. Looks strongly to his left. Ball's in the air, and it's incomplete. I think the player was vying for a bit of a... there is a flag. There is a flag. I thought the player seemed to be vying for a bit of defensive pass interference. Not really where the flag is. That may just be a hold call. Let's see, where's the white cat? There he is.
Dan.
No. They got a half, oh my God. On a holding call, they went half the distance to the goal, and it's now 1st down, so they've got a fresh set of downs inside the 10-yard line because of a single holding call on the Exiles. Last thing they wanted here. Low snap, handled well by the QB, ball in the air.
Good shit, Calvin.
Incomplete.
Good work. Let's go again. Liz. Down is 2. You good? No.
So we're now second down.
Dan. Liz.
Ball's on the 8-yard line.
Dan. Backer.
So second and goal from the 8-yard line.
I'll take that up, all right? Oh, good. Switch on, D. Get out of the neutral zone. Honest.
Calvin, same shit.
Ball, terrible snap. QB again playing it safe, as he's done both other times. There's been a bad snap. Just dives straight on it, and that brings up third down. And we're back in the.
Diablo.
So one receiver out to the right, 2 to the left. High snap, but QB's nice and tall and carries it. He's under pressure, but manages to get the ball away, completes the pass. Receiver still on his feet, number 2 still on his feet. He's a very good player and gets the ball down to within the 5-yard line, but it's fourth down. And we need to see where the ref stands, but I think it's around the 3-yard line. Done really well to stay on his feet after that catch, that player. Number 2, again, we've called him out on all. I've called him out on special teams, defense, and now on offense. What a player!
0. Dan. Swap it honest. Other side. Watch the ball, wrap up on your tackles.
So 2 receivers in the backfield. Sorry, 2 running backs in the backfield. Their formation with a tight end off to the right, and it's I don't know. Is it a timeout?
Anyone got waters?
Cool. The timeout's called.
I'm too fucking slow.
Get some water, please.
Have some water, someone, please.
I literally got punched in the head and I didn't see it. This is fourth down, yes? We understand the situation. Sit or bust on this play. You've got to wrap up on your tackles, yes? Or not the ball.
Is that number 2?
Not the ball. This is fourth down, yeah? Let's get a stop here.
So we're just waiting for this timeout. Sorry, we're right near the huddle, and I don't want to interfere by talking over him or talking at the same time. But players coming back out. So it's 4th and goal. Oh, it's at the 1-yard line. It looks like, just maybe even less than that. So interesting to see where the QB will line up here. Oh, sorry. Let me just adjust. It's likely to be a running play, isn't it? Let's face it. Let's see. Ball. Oh! And they drop it. It bounces up into the hands of the receiver, the running back, and they're just going to assess it. But it looks like they saved him from a touchdown, prevented him. First down the other way. Really, really good defensive. Repeatedly getting punched in the head. I don't know. He's getting upset about it. But if you go to the refs in a nice way and just say, "Can you just watch this for me?" It's better than telling the ref you're going to report him, which is what the player did. With a punch, like any closed fist stuff, you're ejected immediately. There's no allowance for that in the game. No tolerance. Again, tough field position for the Exiles. In fact, the toughest. They're 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. They hand the ball off. Number 1 takes it. It looks like they've got them in forward progress. Are they calling a safety? I don't think it is. Is that just 47 being 47? Yeah, it is. So it's second down. So second and like 11. So they have lost the yard. Maybe they weren't on the 1 yard line. The ref over this side stood on the 1 yard line. I was using him as the marker.
It was 8 when it was third down when around the field.
A ball handed off and taken out wide by number 17. Jumps forward. This is a very tough situation. But they're just not getting any yards. This Warriors defence is really tightening up, and obviously vying for that safety. But QB Shacklock is back in, and just heard the referee say 3 minutes 20 in the fourth quarter. So there's a penalty. It's got to be like a half-yard penalty. Does it look like a false start? Yeah. So they're more, and it will be third down again. Ball snapped, back to Shacklock, ball's in the air. Broken up, double covered there by number 27 and 13, who make the play, and which is you would expect here, right?
You're off, hurry up, man. Really dangerous situation here. Reeve back to punt again, gets the ball, gets it up in the air, it doesn't go far. It got literally right in front of me, like the 20-yard line. So the referees marked it out at the 16. So there was a gain of 15 yards net on that. Again, giving the Warriors a really nice starting position on offense. And the defense of the Exiles is very short field. So the ball right in front of us. First and 10 for the Warriors, going left to right as we look at the screen. So still number 5 back in. Got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and a single back. Ball snapped, handed off to the running back, number 26, I think he is. He's got space, he's not being tackled, and he gets the ball into the around the 5-yard line or even inside it. So yeah, number 26, the running back there, really good running from him, good scrambling run, dodging people and making them tackle him, you know. So that brings up first down. That was good for first down yardage. It's first line. The clock is running. 2-minute warning.
Dad! 0, 0, 0.
What? Okay, coach, you've got the 2-minute warning. You've got 2 timeouts remaining. They've got.
Cool.
Trips right, trips right.
We're in the 2-minute warning, last 2 minutes of the game, and the refs just confirmed that the Exiles have 2 timeouts and the London Warriors have 1. QB boots it out to the right, again throwing it off of his back foot, in and out. So poor throw, and I don't know why they're doing this. They keep booting him out to the booting, as in running out to the left when he can't throw off of his left foot. But still, incomplete pass. 16 didn't really do enough to catch it. It wasn't where he was expecting to get it, but he didn't bring it in. And we're now 2nd and goal from just inside the 5-yard line again.
Be aware, be aware.
So ball is snapped. QB looks, passes. There are lots of moans from the sideline. There is a flag on the field. It looks like this is a defensive pass interference, which would be half the distance of the goal and an automatic first down. Let's hear from the ref. Yep.
Defense, number 57, ball placed at the 2-yard line. It's an automatic first down.
2-yard line. The ball was put at the 2-yard line, and it was Davies, number 57, there drawing the penalty, and it should be an automatic first down. It still says 2nd down. Oh, I thought it was no. Oh, maybe I'm wrong with that. Actually, it does follow that it's not an automatic. Or does it? Who cares? Right, 26, taking the ball out the middle. I don't quite think he's got the 2 yards that he needed, but he's certainly got positive yardage on the play. So
Banner. Dan.
the ball probably on the 1-yard line now, so it's that close.
Jamie, right side, right side, right side.
QB takes the snap, hands it off to the running back. He hits traffic immediately, and look, and the whistle's blown. I think they've lost yards on that play. Good defending from the Exiles here. Yeah, I was right. It was a first down. Now this is 3rd. Yeah, they had it wrong. It's now 3rd down.
They're capable of kneeling it out. They haven't realised.
Jamie A, Jamie A.
False start on number 15. That ball will go back 5 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 6.
Hey,
Maybe 3rd and
Jamie,
7.
Jamie, just be aware. Hey. No. A. They're running through the A. Be aware.
So ball.
Offense, number 20. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down. 20 seconds left on the clock. 10-second run off is the clock.
Cool. So there's 20 seconds left in the game. Looks like the Warriors, instead of taking a knee, are going to go for it and see what they can get. It's fair play. Oh, 15 again! 10 yards in 2 plays from the same player. I was going to say that probably we'll see him getting subbed off, and you can see him jogging off there. Let's just go to the ref for the announcement.
Jamie.
Are they taking the?
We'll start. Offense, number 15. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down. Still 20 seconds on the clock.
So, I hope you heard the ref there, but there's still 20 seconds on the clock. It's now 3rd and goal. I don't know, 12-yard line, it looks like. Oh, QB shouting for it for a long time. Ball thrown out to the left. Picked off by number 28. He's got it in his hands. The coach is in the way. And he slipped over on his bum. There is a flag. This sideline ref just threw a flag. There it is. They got the ball roughly back to where. And that was Darren Madhu with the return, interception and return. First and only interception of the game. Apparently there's 14 seconds left. I think that's what I heard the ref say. 7 seconds.
No, we defense. I don't care about a flag.
So they lose some of those yards. The ball is placed at around the 4-yard. Got 7 seconds left in the game, or there is 7 seconds left in the game. I don't know what the Exiles are going to do. They might take it. No, they don't look like they're going to take a knee. Looks like they're going to go for something. So QB back, empty backfield. QB scrambles, and he's tackled. And there's a flag thrown, but I don't understand why. Safety, 2 points. I don't know whether there's a flag thrown though. There he is, 47, enjoying himself. Game over. So, maybe a closer game than the scoreline suggests, but actually, yeah, it was. This guy, it's just. That 47's a strange character. But anyway, yeah, I think. The Exiles were good for a lot of their yards and play in this game, but they just weren't. They didn't capitalise. They were in the red zone 3 times and didn't score, and that's what happens. But anyway, right. So if you want to get your fill of football, we're about to probably have about a 30-minute break, and then we'll get going with the Exiles Blitz. That'll be on another stream, not this one, but same channel. And thanks very much for everyone that watched. Thanks for everyone that asked questions, joined in. Final score here is the Kent Exiles 6, the London Warriors 16, and we'll catch you again next time.